Alright, today we're going to show y'all how to make crock pot lasagna. I've already got basically everything ready. So first you're going to get you a pan, and you're going to put some meat in the pan, and you're going to brown that meat up. Alright, now I usually use about 1 pound to 2 pounds of meat for this recipe, but whatever y'all want to do is fine. Okay, when your meat is basically browned, you're going to add in some onion. I use onion powder. If you decide, you do you. If you want to use regular onion, about a whole onion chopped is what you'll need. My husband don't like the feel of onion, so I use onion powder. You're going to put in some garlic. I use garlic powder most of the time. You can use minced garlic for this, or garlic cloves. If you use that, about the amount of 2 garlic cloves. You're going to add in a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. I don't measure any of this out. I just add. You do however you want to do it. I've been fixing this long enough. I normally know what I need to add. And 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I just eyeball it. Now you're going to mix all of that in there. You should have that lasagna smell coming out of the pan. Then you're going to add 28 ounces of tomato sauce. At least 28 ounces. That was a 29 ounce can, but that's okay. And 1 6-ounce can of tomato paste into that pan with that meat and that seasoning. And just let it boil and get nice and hot. Alright, now once that sauce is all incorporated, this right here is what it should look like. You got everything off in there. You gave it a good stir. It is done. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to take a crock pot. This one is mine. And I am going to oil the inside of the crock pot just because I have no crock pot liners, and this does have a habit of trying to stick with all the cheese that's in it. Now, next thing you're going to do, alright, you're going to spoon some of your mixture that you've just made on the stove into the bottom of the crock pot. I normally just put some in there and spread it around across the bottom of the crock pot. Then you're going to put in some lasagna noodles. I break these because you want you to put a double layer of lasagna noodles across the sauce. Then I top that with some cottage cheese across the top of those lasagna noodles. I add in a little bit of cottage cheese up there. And then I add in some shredded Parmesan cheese. I usually just use the bag. If you want to shred your own, that's fine. I've got a 6-ounce thing of Parmesan. And then I add mozzarella cheese. And I have a 16-ounce of mozzarella cheese. And then you just do everything all over again until you've used everything and get to the top of your crock pot. Now, once you finish everything, it should look like this, topped with cheese. Now, you can cook this on high for about 3 hours or low for 5. I'm going to put it on low for 5 for supper later. And I'll be back to show y'all what it looks like.